Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's Monday Momentum Coaching. My name is Derisa with the August Consulting Group. Candidates and employees, this coaching session is for you. Leaders will be talking to you in a week or two in regards to leadership style and holding on to candidates. And once we have quality, let's not lose them. But for now, let's focus on candidates and employees. There's definitely been a shift over the last couple of years in the job market where there are a lot of really fantastic positions out there and not a lot of qualified candidates actually applying for them. And so we're seeing that jobs are staying on the market a little bit longer. But there are still a few misconceptions that candidates have who are looking for a job and who are actively seeking work. And I want to address those with you all today. And that is starting with, how you apply for the job. Even though jobs are staying on the market longer, don't be mistaken. You still need to put your best foot forward. Put together a fantastic resume, make it modern, put your headshot on it, and make sure it reads well. Create a cover letter to go with it, and then apply with your best material. Update your LinkedIn profile so that it matches that resume. So when they're searching, and employers will search for you on LinkedIn, they see a beautifully put together candidate ready to apply for that job, somebody that they want to interview. Don't not put your best foot forward just because these jobs may be staying on the market longer, or you may feel that they don't have as many candidates to pick from. Remember, this is your reputation on the line, right? You want to build something that is reputable, a brand, right, that is reputable, that when employers look at you, are like, yeah, I want that candidate. I think I want to interview her or take her to the next step and maybe bring them on and then get top dollar for your services. But you're going to still have to apply for that job just like you would in any other job market, putting your best foot forward. And then when you get to the interview, still follow the same rules. Don't take advantage of your interviewer's time. Be on time, be prompt, if not just a few minutes early. If you're interviewing via Teams or Zoom or another internet platform, maybe not be early, just be on time, because employers and leaders are working up to that point where they're actually going to be talking to you. So maybe necessarily dialing them in a little bit early may create a little anxiety for them. So just be on time, but don't ever be late. And then when you're interviewing again, put your best foot forward. Don't come up with a list of demands thinking, oh, they're desperate and I'm only one of a few candidates that they have to choose from. And so, this is a no-brainer. Don't feel that way. I've heard that from a few, and I quickly want to correct that because that's not the case. You still have to impress what would be your future boss and show them that you're the best candidate for that position. So be humble, be respectful, review your experience with them, answer any questions that they may have, and then if they ask you for questions, don't come up with your list of demands. You can ask questions like, well, do you mind me asking what this job, is there a budget for this position? What's the salary range for this job? Just to give you an idea of what it pays. But don't come to the table, and I've seen this happen a couple times where they're like, I need this, and this, and I want to work from home and expect to get the job. Not all employers are that desperate. They'll probably be like, okay. And it's not that they mind providing those things to you, and they may be able to offer all those benefits and that pay and work from home, but the way you delivered it can come across a little cocky or arrogant, and it's a total put off. So if they ask you if there are certain things that you're looking for in a position, then you can go through that list with them respectfully. If they don't and you're curious, are these things options? Do you offer health insurance? Can I work from home? Is this a hybrid type of position? Or tell me a little bit more. Then you can ask, but do so in a respectful manner, such as I saw on the ad that this is a hybrid role. Do you mind me asking how many hours would be allowed for me to work from home versus in the office? What are your expectations there? And I saw that you offer benefits, but what type of benefits do you offer? Again, you can ask the same questions, but it's the way you approach it. If you come across to them with a list of demands, that's off-putting. But if you come across where you're just kind of inquiring, engaging, wanting to know more detail about the position, then of course that's more welcoming, and an employer is going to roll up their sleeves and be happy to present, what they're offering with that job, should you be the candidate that they choose. When you step away from that interview, make sure you say thank you, we appreciate your time, and then follow up with a thank you note via email. Really appreciate getting to meet you today. If there's anything else that you need to know or that you have questions on, please feel free to reach out to me. That kind of soft touch, maybe the next day, to give them a chance to kind of mull things over, because you may not be the only interview that they have. Now, once you land the job, they're like, okay, the job is yours, and you start the job. Again, don't be mistaken that because of the job market, because that job sat out there for a little while, that you can get away with anything. That's not true. You still have to provide the best possible service to your employer to get that paycheck. And you've all heard me say this before in coaching sessions. That's work, right? We provide a service and we get paid for it. Whether you're self-employed or you have a W form that you've turned in and they pay the payroll taxes for you. Either way, you provide a service and you get a paycheck in return. That's how work works. And so be prepared to play full in. Be prepared to work hard, to handle stressful situations with grace and dignity. If there's a learning curve, be prepared for that learning curve. Give it a little bit of time, see if you can adjust. And then again, be prepared to work hard. Don't expect that just because that job sat out there for a while, or because maybe they didn't have as many candidates for that job, that you can get away with anything. That's not true. Remember, again, this is your reputation, your brand as a person out there. And you want to have the best possible reputation and brand for people to see. And then again, if something doesn't go quite right on the job, be prepared to have a respectful conversation with your employer. And we'll get into how to navigating difficult conversations between employers and employees in another session. But again, remember that as employees, we're there to perform a service, get a paycheck in return, and that means working hard, being respectful, and remembering to stay in our lane and to appreciate the job and the responsibility that we were entrusted with. Okay, leaders, again, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be discussing how to be the leader that keeps employees. Are you a sledgehammer or a feather or somewhere in between? And I'll go over those leadership styles with you. Thank you all so much for your time. I am so grateful to have your attention for these few minutes. Keep that positive momentum going for the rest of the week. Take care.